Alright, now we're going to talk a little bit about the calendar. This one should be pretty short. You got this calendar in your email, and you also should have gotten this, which I've talked about in a previous video. This paper is the month outline, and this goes through all of the topics for every week. And then February was just kind of the most normal month, and so I kind of pulled that out and showed you what I might do in my classroom, and you can use that as a guide, or you can do whatever you found works in your classroom. But that's just kind of the consistent structure that I would probably have. So, along with the calendar, there's some specific nights that are going to be like whole family nights. So we already talked about the kickoff night. And then in October, the family night in October 3rd, is going to be a pro-life night. And so the ministry called A Child's Beating Heart is going to join us. And they are a group that does like a live ultrasound, and they talk about fetal development and about life. So it's going to be really awesome. It's going to be an opportunity for the whole family to kind of see and talk about these issues. It's gonna, the K through 4th grade is gonna get just like a 30-minute presentation, and then they'll spend the rest of the time in the classroom, and you'll have activities that kind of carry on what they talked about in that 30-minute presentation. And then the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders are going to be in a longer presentation for the rest of the night. So if you teach 4th or 5th or 6th grade, you'll have your students for that first 30 minutes. And if you teach K through 4, then you'll have them for the rest of the night after that first 30 minutes. So on that night, we'll talk a little bit more about on that leader development night. So the leader development night is the 26th. And so we'll look a little bit more at that night and what it's going to entail. Then November 7th, that's going to be a heart night. If you've come to any of the heart nights in the past, we've had 2 other ones. They're adoration and praise and worship, and sometimes they have some people witness or give kind of little talks, and so that's going to be another whole family event on November 7th. December 5th is going to be a Christmas potluck, kind of like we did last year, where like the first half of the evening will be dinner and some activities, whole family, and then the second half of the night, students will go back to their classroom and probably do some St. Nicholas activities, and the parents will get a little talk. So if you want to go through all of the topics for all of the months, those are all laid out in this packet. One other thing I'll mention is that at drop-off, if you look at February, you'll kind of see a breakdown. But every night with the kids, we're going to start meeting in the commons instead of in the gym. They do that at the beginning of school, and they'll just have lines. We're not going to do the flower pots. We'll probably just do, I don't know, sticky notes on the ground, and then they'll know their lines. So each class will be in a line, but the discipleship groups or the God parenting groups, one group every night is going to come and help lead the kids through some praise and worship. And so they might do the theme song that we learn on the kickoff night. They might pick another song to teach the kids, but they're going to start that first 15 minutes of the night. And so teachers are encouraged to come down and dance with the kids and just kind of get excited for the night and do some praise. The discipleship groups are also going to help celebrate kids' birthdays, and so they're going to invite kids who have a birthday that week to come up and get a saint card, a saint who has the saint day or a feast day on that month. So that'll be an exciting way to start our nights, and those are going to be the first 15 minutes or 10 or 15 minutes in the commons area, and then the teachers are going to walk their kids back to the classroom, and you'll have a good solid hour of teaching time, because we've cut the time down from an hour and a half to an hour and 15, and that first 15 minutes is just for that praise and worship and kind of movement to the classroom. So the parents are going to pick up from the classroom, so you won't have to worry about moving back to the commons. Or last thing I want to quickly mention is the Kindle calendar. this is attached, but it's also embedded in the sample month outline that you have. I mentioned that 2nd through 6th grade is going to go twice, hopefully, and so this will let you know when your class will go to Kindle. And it's just going to be in the oratory, and the Kindle moms will lead that. So just brought to your attention so that you can plan the rest of your month around that. So make sure that you get all the teaching that you want to get done. So that's our calendar. We've got a lot of great stuff planned, and it'll start with September 5th on that awesome kickoff night, and then we'll just carry on that energy through the rest of the year.